TBISE, the best in sports entertainment. We're here live in Empowerment USA. TNS Media Group is the team and family. So also, I do have, our WNBA expert analyst, Karen Peterson. She's here with us today. So, Karen, another question I want to propose to you is, do you believe that women in professional sports are treated fairly, same as the men in professional sports? Do you think there's a gap between the two, or do you think that they're all being treated fairly? Whether it's pay, whether it's endorsements, whether there's exposure, do you think that it's fair all around the board?
Well, I really don't. Just looking at Caitlin, a salary, it was $76,500, and people doing the same thing. The other male players, they were making that millions, and I just think I'm just surprised that in this day and age that this discrepancy is so wide.
If you look at the WNBA, it's really, it's been a while, been around for years, but it's finally got to the point where as though there's some extensive recognition. There's a light shining on them. They have some young players coming in. Mm-hmm. And if you look at the future of WNBA, you'll see that they have a lot of young college athletes coming into the game. But ultimately, in my opinion, I believe that the WNBA or the women in sports, there is a drop-off when it comes to the men, because if you look at the men, the men have been dominating in the sports world for so long and so many years, mm-hmm. Whereas you haven't had a woman that has drawn the actual notoriety as far as being able to be that big of a draw. Now we have had players that came into the WNBA and other professional sports, like have Serena Williams and but if you compare Serena Williams to a Roger Federer or mm-hmm. Nadal, there is a drop off in the pay. Even though Serena Williams is an amazing player, mm-hmm. But there are some disadvantages to the financial gap in these sports because of it's been dominated by men for so many years. Mm-hmm. This doesn't take away from the ability of the women. Women are great in sports. They have the ability to do all things, against other women. But I think that the light has to be shined more on the actual women's sports, which will ultimately increase the actual financial gain, in my opinion.
I agree totally. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'll tell you. It's a shame that money has to interfere with the love of the game so much. I know, like you said, you shine the light on the stars a lot, and it's great for product sales and all that. But for the game itself, I think people just love the game, and they don't want to hear all this money stuff a lot of times. But I think when you're a player and you just see such a discrepancy in the amount of money, I think it needs to be a topic of conversation. Things need to be changed because, with us women, we're moving you guys over. We're taking over a little bit, and we deserve to have a little of that spotlight now too, and get paid what we're worth for it.
Okay, and I agree. So we'll see what happens going forward in regards to this. The upcoming WNBA season is right around the corner. The NBA season is actually in the process of ending by about 29 games remaining. So we'll see what happens. It's TBISE, the best in sports entertainment.
If you're a caregiver, please check your pay stubs to be sure you're paid for overtime. Here at Make It Care, we make sure you're getting paid time and a half for overtime. Call now.